So President Donald Trump is seen here at his own Super Bowl watch party in West Palm Beach, Florida, photographed with two women. But let's recall on all this. Remember when Robert Kraft was busted at Bridge Day Spa? Well, the owner of that spa is Lee Yang, pictured with the President of the United States, but it did not stop there. These two, if we go back in time, they have a history. So basically, dating back to a photo taken almost 1 year ago in March of 2018, where Yang posed at Mar-a-Lago with the 45th president, she paid $50,000 to do so, to also get a photograph with him and the photograph to be signed. So here she is photographed with another politician. If everyone remembers, Ron DeSantis, who amazingly won in Florida, even though in a television interview that voters should not monkey this up by electing his opponent, Andrew Gillum, who would be the state's first black governor. A totally racist move, knowing the ramifications, yet he did it anyway because DeSantis is not only a Trump ally, but also because he is speaking to that base that supports Donald Trump. Yet there was more on top of all of this. She is seen here photographed with Donald Trump Jr. at Mar-a-Lago for a TPUSA event, the same group supporting Dave Rubin, who was funded by who? As we learned, the Koch brothers. And Dave Rubin, as we've seen previously, flips more than a Russian gymnast at the Olympics. She's also seen here with Eric Trump, a wise brainchild who openly admitted on a golf course to the media about $100 million being paid to the president's family, the Trump family, by Putin and Russia. Yet just 2 months ago, Yang was also photographed with another Floridian politician, Rick Scott, in Washington, D.C. Scott is a staunch Republican who could totally give two craps about kids being murdered by gun violence in his state, so he obliged with a photo. What's also interesting is, via the Miami Herald, anyone expected to be within close proximity to the president for a planned purpose at Mar-a-Lago must go through an enhanced background check by the Secret Service and other federal agencies, according to a January report by the Government Accountability Office. Now, we should all remember, this is via USA Today. Police said the men engaged in illicit sexual activity with Chinese masseuses in private massage rooms inside the spa, including Robert Kraft, with 2 or 3 women reportedly exchanging sexual acts with up to 10 men a day. Yang was not charged in all of this. None are registered to her anymore because she sold them off, but she would not answer any questions in regard to her knowledge of what went on at the massage parlors. So this is huge. She was affiliated with all these businesses previously. She sold them off because she wanted to then migrate to D.C. Maybe she knew that because of the activities that were set up at her spas, somehow not knowing any of it, that she should then, well, get away from it as much as possible. It's sort of like with Donald Trump and Russia, where Paul Manafort goes down, Roger Stone goes down, so many countless others within his circle goes down. But it's like, no. How could I know about it? All these people just knew about it, and I'm just the main person. How could I possibly know anything about this? Remember when ESPN's Adam Schefter would say there is one other big name? You know how far Mar-a-Lago is from one of the spas? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. The saying goes that you don't pay a prostitute for sex, you pay them to leave. Donald Trump is a criminal. He is a crook. Do I think that he could do this? Absolutely. So what would I like to see to close this out? Subpoenas. I would like to see subpoenas in this case from Ron DeSantis, from Rick Scott. Look, if you're photographed with them, you also can't take the stance of when Maria Butina, the Russian spy agent, was photographed with Rick Santorum and countless others to say, oh, well, they knew her, they're photographed with her. You can't speak out of both sides of your mouth on this issue. What I'd like to see is them question all of these politicians, Ron DeSantis, Rick Scott, Donald Trump, all of them, and then hopefully we will see the video evidence At some point, that will come out of these day spas with Robert Kraft, who has already said that he is not guilty. He has pled not guilty. Because the president could be Adam Schefter's big name. Again, what I would like to see, to put a bow on this, subpoenas, lie detector tests, ask about their history, ask if they ever went, if they did, when, did they frequent? Because the biggest part about this is that all of these victims were set up as, hey, come over here, you're going to have a better life. Oh, by the way, now go and please all of these men who are going to be just lying there. The victims should obviously be taking center stage. And if Donald Trump is the one to go down to do it, so be it.